Hi, and welcome to the trip. I'm Megan Slattery, and this is my co-host.
Tracy Evans.
Welcome back, Tracy. How was
Hey.
Colorado?
Colorado was amazing. The
Nice.
Mountains were beautiful. I actually did cry when I first saw them.
Nice. Good man.
Did a lot of adult things while I was out there.
Okay.
It was good.
All right.
Yeah.
They can go to our Facebook page and ask more about his adult activities.
Sure.
All right. So we're doing a slightly new segment for us. Questions on the queue.
Yeah.
So we went to the queue line and visited some of our Detroit neighbors and asked relationship advice questions. First one is from Thomas.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello, Megan and Tracy. My name is Thomas. My question about love is, how do I love unconditionally when being hurt in the past? My next question also is, how do I love without reservation or without pause? And how do I heal from previous hurt when I've loved unconditionally? Those are my questions. Thank you so much.
All right, so we're gonna condense this a little bit. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thomas, thanks for the question.
Thank
Thanks for your
you.
time. Looking very dapper.
Looking good.
Yeah, I love the hat
Yeah,
and the coat.
you're gonna get a date.
Thomas asked, how do you love unconditionally with being hurt in the past?
Okay.
Yeah. I talk about this all the time. I've said it a couple times on here, but also with my friends. Vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be vulnerable. Everyone's been hurt. We've all.
It's true.
We've all had.
Life's rough.
Life's rough. It's very few people get those cases where they meet their soulmate or meet their match, and it works out the rest of their life, and they never argue, and it's all bunnies and rainbows and kittens and all that stuff. It literally takes vulnerability, and you have to go into that knowing that hey, this person could have been hurt by someone else, or I could have been hurt, but we both have to be vulnerable to this situation.
Okay, and yeah, vulnerability I think reads as weakness to people, and so I think sometimes when you're asking a question about being hurt, the immediate thing is I don't want to put myself out there. Vulnerability is standing in your strength while being open to the other person. Sometimes you're putting that wall up. But the word that sticks out here for me is unconditionally.
Yeah.
I kind of have a knee-jerk response to this. Unconditional love to me means what our parents do for us. So I wouldn't say go out there and look to love someone unconditionally. We love people conditionally. Over time, maybe that grows and we learn to love them more and more. But maybe take the word unconditional out. That's a really high bar. There are some terms and conditions. So look for someone with your similar values. Look for somebody who seems like they're pretty solid. They may have your back down the line. The unconditional thing, Thomas, I would recommend taking that out. That to me is a setup for wishing for something that's super dreamy and not really pragmatic and practical here on earth. We love someone as we can, as for who they are, and from who we are. So step by step, move into it. But as far as healing, you have to practice. I talked on the last episode about dating practice. So start getting out there, socialize first, practice dating, and then go from there. But to set the bar as unconditional love, I think we need to take that down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's great advice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. All right. Question 2 from Kent. Here we go.
Hi Megan, hi Tracy. How would I approach someone who has differing opinions than I do? Thank you.
All right, Kent, I like the beard. Very nice, well-groomed beard. I really appreciate that.
Kent's going to get some dates too.
I think he has a girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
Kent's still going to get some dates.
No. No. I think he and his girlfriend are going to have a nice night after seeing this. How would you approach someone who has different opinions than yourself? I'm going to go on my experience with this one. This is probably a very current topic, given the climate of just what's happening in our country, especially. Right. So I have tried to date someone with values that are way different than mine, and tried to be really open about different ideas, things like that. What I found by the third date, those pressing key core values they showed up in too many other areas. So I still am very open-minded in terms of the smaller things, but for the key values, I'm having a hard time being open to drastically different worldviews. Maybe that's a limitation in myself, but my advice comes from my dating experience, where if you go too off base your core values, I think you're going to have a much harder time.
Yeah.
So I'm having a hard time answer how would you approach it. You'd approach it with an open mind, but know that in my experience is that there's got to be some stronger common bond on the values.
Right, and I think you said it great. You have to keep your own core set of values, and sure, there's sometimes we stray outside of those values, but when you keep those core sets of values, knowing that someone else has something different, then maybe that person just isn't for you. And I think sometimes we don't want to do that. We don't want to let that person go because we think that there's something there just besides those values, but those are very important. You know, like we're talking about our political climate right now. You talk about someone that is, you know, either Republican or Democrat or any of those things. Those are very hard topics to be with someone and converse about. But if you keep your core fundamental values and realize, like, these are the things that I believe, and this is something that someone else may believe, and we see differently, make that choice and know that there are other people out there that maybe do agree with your values, and seek that path.
I'm a little concerned that people are going to say only date someone that believes exactly like you, right?
Not exactly.
That's not what we're saying.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No.
I'm saying pick the topics that are just they're in you and that you really need alignment with.
Yeah.
And then be open-minded.
Yeah, major topics. You know,
Yep.
obviously you don't want to be with someone that's physically abusive, mentally abusive, whatever,
Yeah.
or thinks that kind of stuff is okay,
Yeah.
or thinks that it's okay for other people to do those things.
Right.
But you know, there's some small topics that sometimes you got to bite the bullet.
Yeah. All right. Maisha is our third guest on the Q1.
Yeah,
All
let's see
right.
what she has to say.
Hi, Megan and Tracy. My name is Maisha. I am a single mother, and I am trying to meet somebody who's also single. And I just need advice on how to attract somebody who will like somebody who has a child.
All right. First of all, I just have to give a shout out. Beautiful haircut. So I love the haircut. Yeah,
I
really
know.
nice.
I
Yeah,
know.
she's looking great.
Yeah, so Maisha's question was, how does a single mother meet and find someone who will be open to dating someone with a child? I am a product of a single mother, and till this day, I know, you know, my mom is still single, and it's probably because, you know, she had children, but I think it's very important for the whole self-empowerment. Me being a male, you know, finding other women attractive. When a woman is, you know, powerful in her own right, because moms are superheroes, and especially single moms. Single moms are definitely superheroes.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt there.
So knowing within yourself that you are a superhero is going to make yourself and what you bring to the table seem even more attractive when it does come time to actually meet someone, which we were talking earlier. You have to make yourself more available.
Yes.
Making yourself more available in those situations. There are other places besides the bar, besides whatever, to like find individuals and find a significant other. And you have to explore those places. And once you exude that confidence and know that you are a superhero, and it's not having a child is not a crutch, it is actually something that is actually in this world overlooked as being great, I think then people will understand, and men will start to, you know, see you for that particular thing.
So yeah, I think a little bit of a turn of perspective, and anytime we change our perspective, it's going to be a little hard, but to look at your being a mom as an asset. And I think if you turn that in your mind, you'll start to attract men that are single and have children of their own, or want to have children, and would be willing to be with you. Not just willing, they want to be with you and your children. That is appealing to people who want to have families, you know. So I think Maisha, just know that there are those men out there. I was talking about my trainer, who I love dearly, Jerome, and he was one of those men. You know, he did that, and I have so much respect for him, and just loved raising his kids. So also, if you have limited time, single mother implies limited time. Be social as you can everywhere you go.
Right.
That means standing in line at the grocery store, at the market, wherever you are with your kid. If you're on the queue line with the kid, you're going to have to take those opportunities. And we did discuss online dating.
Yeah.
You know, we've gone back and forth with this, saying it's right for who it's right for. The one thing that it's going to be good for you is you can say I'm a single mother. That's out there. You don't have to feel like you're hiding something.
No,
You
yeah,
aren't. You don't. That's part of who you are. You're a mom. So embrace it, and really, you're going to just have to make some extra steps to be social and engage with men. Practice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think society puts such a different tone on women who have children. It
Yeah.
makes it seem like it's not a positive thing, but
Right,
it is.
right.
So it's such a positive thing.
Well, and women are still, you know, I think that's the burden that women sometimes take. Like, we aren't sexy anymore for a mom.
Right.
I mean, we need to get over that, right?
I know a lot of
Appealing,
sexy moms.
Sexy mamas. Yeah. I'm a sexy dog mama.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of sexy dog moms too.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much for the questions. We really enjoyed being out there with you guys.
Yeah,
and,
thank you guys.
Look forward to seeing you next week. Please continue sending your emails. We appreciate them. Your questions, relationships@deadlinedetroit.com.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Bye.